Hello friends and welcome to another video. Today we're gonna be buying and trying an entire face of makeup from Wish. Now if you don't know what Wish is, it's an e-commerce marketplace that sells pretty much everything at really low prices. And I've bought a few things from there before, including clothing, items listed as free, and tech products. And in general, I would say the hauls were pretty hit or miss, with the clothes being a little more hit and the electronics being a little more miss. But I've always been curious about the super/suspiciously low-cost makeup listed on their site. So today we're gonna order some and see what happens when I put it on my face. I wonder how many things I'm gonna buy from Wish before I learn my lesson. All right. Let's head to wish.com, my old friend wish.com. So Wish has its own like makeup and beauty tab, so let's head over there. So first up, I'm gonna be looking for the complexion products, so the foundation and concealer. Straight away, I'm seeing what looks like a bunch of tampons, but I think those are hair curlers. I'm also seeing like a waist trainer and a lot of hair removal products. Maybe that's next. Mustache removers from Wish. So I finally stumbled upon a foundation after scrolling for a while. This is a long wear foundation that kind of looks like Rihanna's Fenty Beauty foundation, but there's no way that it's Fenty Beauty foundation for $2. It has 3.5 stars on 34 reviews, and on sizing, apparently someone said that it was too small. I don't know what that means. Interesting, no one who left a review seems to say that like anything bad happened with the foundation. The only problems people have had are with the shipping or with the pump. So maybe this is decent foundation, who knows? And it turned to $4 as soon as I added it to the cart. So it did that fun Wish thing where the prices just change randomly. All right, so that's gonna be our foundation. So let's grab a concealer really quick and then move on to the more artistic parts. All right. Concealer, where art thou, concealer? Seriously, so many waist trainers, so many teeth whitener kits, edible lube. Good, I'm glad that's in the makeup section. I might have to search for concealer. All right, this is definitely concealer, and this one is free. Sort of looks like the NYX concealer that I've used before. The thing about seeing like makeup products for $1 or for free is that it makes me think of like all of those videos and articles that have been done about fake makeup or bootleg makeup, where like there's very strange and questionable ingredients in them. So admittedly, getting this may not be the best idea, but we'll see. People seem to like this though. It has 4 stars on 643 reviews. I only see one comment that the smell is a bit strong, but everyone else seems to be into it, except for a couple of people who haven't tried it and yet still decided to review it, and then in their comments said, haven't tried it yet. All right, so let's look at the color selection. No swatches to be found, so I'm gonna try color number 2 because it's light, but not the lightest. All right, I'm gonna add this to my cart, and that's gonna be our concealer. So I'm gonna go in for the eyebrows next. All right, so it looks like they've got a lot of listings for normal looking eyebrow pencils. This first one looks great. It's free, and it says that 200,000 people bought this. So it's called the Waterproof Eyebrow Pencil Pen Eyebrow Liner Cosmetic Makeup Beauty Tool Lasting Waterproof Eyebrow Pencil. And I say those like that because they're all lowercase for some reason. Interestingly enough, I've had pretty good luck with super low cost eyebrow pencils before, so I kind of believe that this could be like a really popular product. So let's pick this up in the color Coffee. So that's gonna be our eyebrow product, and I'm gonna add that guy to the cart. All right, so next up, let's look at some eyeshadows. I would love to get a little bit of a palette just so we can, have some options, play the field a little bit. Let's take a look at these ones. These are $4 eyeshadow palettes, and they kind of seem to be like sort of imitating the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. They're kind of like square pans in rosy colors. Oh, weird. They've got a bunch of different styles of palettes, like completely different palettes that were not even shown in the listing back here. All right, so it looks like the palette that I originally wanted is Style P #1. So that's gonna be our eyeshadow. All right, mascara is what we need. Ooh, I don't wanna go with her because she seems like she's a little in pain because her eyelashes are so overwhelming. The interesting thing about these makeup products is that there seem to be a lot of like different listings for what seems to be the same product, or at least like the same product photos. So I'm not sure if they're all like different mascaras or if they're just like the same mascaras being sold by slightly different vendors. I think I'm gonna go with this mascara because there's a cat cat on it. It's $1 and it has 4.5 stars on 20 reviews. I'm having a hard time finding anyone who will say anything bad about these makeup products. So I'm not sure if I should actually be reassured or suspicious. With that said, let's add this cat guy to the cart real quick and move on to the eyeliner. Ooh, and right away, this looks really fun and there seems to be a lot of listings for it. It's a sort of like double-ended felt tip liquid eyeliner with a stamp at one end and like a marker at the other. It seems a bit safer than trying to stamp eyeliner on your face with scissors. So let's try this instead. People seem to be liking the stamp a lot, so hopefully that'll be fun to play with. And we'll see if it makes, getting the perfect cat eye any easier. I also hope it just works in general, but hopefully it also helps with getting the perfect cat eye. Let's add this guy to the cart real quick and move on to a different area of the face. So let's start off with some contour stuff. I usually like to use powder contour, so that would be my preferred method. This looks like it could be a contour palette. Let's take a look. Ah, yes. This is Up 6 Color Pressed Powder Palette Nude 15 Color Camouflage Concealer Make Professional Cream Palette. Wait, so is it a pressed powder palette or a cream palette? Because it says both. Oh, I think that like the eyeshadow, this has like different listings for products as different styles under the same product listing. And I would guess that this image is of the cream palette and this one is of the pressed powder. I'm just hoping. So I'm gonna go for style number 2. Although it's not clear which of these palettes has 4 stars. I'm actually seeing a couple of negative reviews down here. One from Caitlin, who says that the product definitely has a smell, and one from Joan, who gave it 1 star and said, I haven't tried it yet, but I love it. All right, so let's add this to the cart and call that our contour. All right, so let's get some blush, some rouge. So straight away, there seem to be a few listings for this blush. So let's click on this one that at least 1,000 people have bought. All right, so this one is a little bit less highly reviewed. It's got 3.5 stars on 350 reviews. Although when I look at the actual written out reviews, they look good. Except for 2 people who say that there's no lid and the product just comes like completely exposed. So let's take a look at these colors. I think let's go with number 7, Tipsy, just because I feel like that looks like my kind of blush color. Though Tour Love seems fun because I think that they misspelled True Love. All right, so that's the blush. Let's do highlighter next. I usually prefer a powder highlighter, and there do seem to be a couple of those, but this listing right here looks to be a $1 dupe or knockoff of the Cover FX Illuminating Drops. This has 4 stars on 9 reviews, and Miranda says that it works well. Let's hope that Miranda's right. Of these colors, I think I'm gonna get Sunlight, so I'm gonna add that to my cart, and we'll definitely compare that to the real product when it gets here. All right, last up, the lips. Straight off the bat, there seem to be a lot of like matte liquid lipsticks. There's like a liquid lipstick set called Nice Face. Oh, interesting. This listing seems to be like a lip kit. Like it looks like it has a liquid lipstick and a pencil. This is the Waterproof Matte One-Piece Liquid Lip Gloss, One Piece's Lip Liner Pencil Smooth Lipstick Long-Lasting Cosmetic Makeup Kit. So it's unclear if it's a lip gloss or a liquid lipstick, but it's something and also a lip pencil. Oh, and coincidentally, this is also a Nice Face product. I keep thinking Casey Neistat whenever I say that. Move over, Kylie and baby. Casey Nice Face is on the scene. So just to complement our rosy face, I'm gonna go with this like pinky purple number 2 color. All right, so I'm gonna add this to my cart, and I think with that, we've got a full face of makeup in our cart right now. So the next time you see me, I'll hopefully have all of my Wish makeup here, and also hopefully not be damaging my skin too badly. Okay, so it's been a couple of months and I finally have all of my Wish makeup items here. So after all of this waiting and anticipation, let's dive right in and start with the brows. So this is the Dream Goddess Eyebrow Pencil. It looks like a pretty normal eyebrow pencil, though when I open it up, it looks like there's no spoolie, but the pencil looks pretty good, so I can spool myself if needed. All right, so let's go in on the right brow right now. It's a little more subtle than I usually go, but maybe that's good.
It's better to be subtle than angry person.
That's fair. All right, I'm gonna go in for the second brow. I will say it feels like I have to press down a little bit to really get some pigment off of this eyebrow pencil, but once you go over it a few times, it definitely shows up eventually. And I would say the ending result is actually pretty nice. So I think that the hordes of people who seem to like this eyebrow pencil are pretty much right. You just have to remember to pack your own spoolie. Okay, so with our eyebrows done, let's move on to the eyeshadow. So this is called the We Care Your Favors 18 Shades Full Function Palette.
What are they trying to say?
I give care to favor you, and here is the actual palette.
It kind of smells.
It smells like that old school putty that you used to squish inside of a plastic cup to make fart sounds. Just one thing to note before we go in is that they spelled moonlight, moonlie. All right, I'm gonna use Bisque as my base shade and put that all over both of my eyes. And then next, I'm gonna go in with Indian Red. Oh, that's showing up. It's not like super soft and buttery, but it is providing color to my eye. I'm also gonna throw a dash of salmon on there. I did not mean to go so orange, but it just sort of started happening. There is a second salmon that's just like a gold color.
Do you think they know what a salmon is?
I don't think so. Maybe it's like the color of the water rippling above the fish as it migrates north to mate. Isn't that what they do?
They go upstream, yes.
Yeah. And to finish it off, I'm just gonna put a little bit of moonlie underneath my brow bone. Okay, I think that's an eyeshadow look. I think in general, these eyeshadows seem to be okay. I wouldn't say they're like stellar eyeshadows, but they're definitely serviceable. The shimmers do show up a lot better than the mattes though. And yes, there are 3 mattes there, not just 2. Okay, so up next are the complexion products. So the concealer that we ordered is the Fares Cosmetics HD High Definition Concealer, which I think looks pretty similar to my NYX HD Studio Concealer. To be fair, this isn't a complete ripoff, like they're not pretending to be NYX, but it seems like they're pretending to be a similar product. Now, color-wise, they don't look the same, but I don't think that's the reason not to like the Fares concealer. Texture-wise, the Fares concealer felt a little bit more greasy. So we'll see how it feels on the face. It smells like hotel body lotion.
It smells like something that you want to keep on sniffing, but you shouldn't.
Like something you huff.
Yes, exactly.
Don't huff. All right, so I'm gonna blend this out and it seems to be disappearing, but it doesn't feel as greasy as it did on my hand. All right, I wouldn't say my under eye luggage is really covered, but like it's got a little veil. And then next up is the Fenty Beauty foundation. So this is the real Fenty Beauty foundation and this is the fake one. And though they've tried their best with the font and the color scheme, the bottles look nothing alike. They also have copied all of the text. So on the back it says it was made in Italy and also that it contains 1.08 fluid ounces. But like, is it possible that those 2 bottles contain the same amount of stuff? Maybe, but I doubt it. And then in terms of the swatch, the Fenty Beauty is like extremely watery and this is like a little gel. It smells kind of like cake batter. All right, here we go. I'm going to dot this around and then blend it out. The color is not horrible. It seems to be working for me. It's definitely like a little bit more tan than I am, but because it's not super full coverage, I think I'm getting away with it. I'm also noticing this strange thing where I find a spot on my face that seems like it doesn't have foundation on it, and then I try to put foundation there and foundation won't stay there. All right, so I think that's my Fenty Beauty foundation. In general, I don't think that the color match is too bad, and it actually doesn't feel too bad on my face, but it definitely looks pretty shiny, and it smells cake batter-ish. So next up, I'm just gonna bake this down with my real setting powder just to give it a little bit of a fighting chance against my oily face, and then we can contour. I think this is the contour. There's nothing on the outside, but based on process of elimination, I think this is the contouring palette. Ta-da! Why did I say it like that?
It looks like you like got panicked for a second when you opened it.
Ta-da! It's a lot smaller than I thought it would be. For like size comparison, here's my beauty blender. It smells like a brand new rubber bouncy ball you just bought from the toy store. It also smells kind of like a pool noodle. All right, so I'm gonna take this color over here and use it for my contour. So I'm gonna suck in my cheeks and go to town. All right, I think that after a little bit of working that into my skin, we definitely got some color payoff. You know, I think that its performance on the face is definitely better than its appearance and smell in the pan. So before I blend this out, I'm gonna go in with my blush. All right, so this is the Focallure Color Mix Blush in the color Tipsy. And it appears they've sent us not a blush, but like a refill pan, which may be what those girls in the reviews were saying about how they just got like it without anything covering it. I was expecting it inside of a compact, but it's blush, I guess. Oh, that first sweep looked like blush. Oh my God. This is good blush. Sorry I sound so surprised. Okay, so I think this is our finished cheek look. Though I would say that the smell and the presentation of the contour palette was pretty odd. I think that it went on okay after a little bit of negotiating, and I think the blush was actually pretty good. So let's go in with the eyeliner now. All right, so this is a double-sided eyeliner. It's got the marker on one end and the stamp on the other. So I'm gonna use the stamp side to create a wing, and then, you know, use the other side to fill it out.
It's a little turdish.
It's not great, but it definitely could be worse. It is pretty pigmented though. At least it didn't like, you know, half stamp. All right, ready? I'm gonna...
Pap smear.
The pap smear.
Is that what a pap smear is?
No. All right, so I'm gonna draw in the rest of this line, and then I'm gonna try and do the other side to match. The tip just does become a little bit flaccid if you pull it in the wrong direction. I don't think that the ending product is half bad, but I'm not sure that the wing stamp makes this eyeliner a lot faster because there is a decent amount of fixing work you have to do. And also with the marker side, it's decently easy to use, but the tip does get a little bit sort of smushed. Besides those things though, I do have eyeliner on my face and my eyes haven't fallen off. All right, so next up is the mascara, which is our Sweet Cat Max Volume Mascara. Oh, it's a really cute cat.
I can smell that from here.
Oh,
It's very pungent.
what is that smell? It smells like if you had an acrylic paint that was Fig Newton scented. It's definitely not like a super, super dramatic lash, but it is defined and not too clumpy. I don't think the formula itself has a lot of punch to it, but it's not clumpy and it's cat themed. What more could you want in a mascara? The answer is nothing. All right, so our second to last item is this faux Cover FX highlighter. So I went out and got the actual Cover FX highlighter, and it's hard for me to tell the difference, at least when they're in the box. Out of the box, it's a little bit easier to tell. As for the swatch, this is the actual one, and this is the fake one. I think maybe the fake one has a little bit of a thicker glitter chunk, but it's very hard to tell. All of these products smell so strongly. Like this one smells like hairspray, and for that reason, it almost smells like a dance recital. Okay, there that is. Unfortunately, I think it's more of like individual glitter specks than a sort of nice copper sheen. And on my hand, it's strangely dried down, whereas the original Cover FX is still sort of moist. I don't think it's horrible, but it's definitely more glittery than the original, and it smells like ballet class. And rounding out our full face of Wish makeup is the Casey Nice Face Lip Kit. Ooh. It's maybe a little bit more purple than I expected it to be, so hopefully it goes with our look here. All right, so I'm gonna go in with the lip pencil first. Oh, it's sharp. Oh. So my first impression is that this hurts just a little bit, but besides that, it seems to be pretty pigmented. And now time for the lip gloss. That smells like caramel popcorn. All right, let's go in.
Yeah, that's a liquid lipstick.
This is a liquid lipstick 100%. This is not a lip gloss. It's drying down pretty fast, so I kind of have to work quickly. All right, so the color of this lipstick ended up turning out a little bit differently than I thought it would, but my main complaint is the texture. The butthole is a little wrinkly. But with the lipstick, I think we've completed our full face of Wish makeup, and I'm gonna wear it for the rest of the day, see if my face falls off or if I get really oily or what happens. All right, so it's a couple of hours later, and I think in general the makeup is doing okay. Above my nose are pretty much all the products that I thought worked pretty well. Below my nose, the foundation is sort of worn off right here, and also my lipstick is kind of coming off. So I would say that around here things are going well, and down here things are a little more questionable. All right, so it's been about 6 hours since I applied my full face of Wish makeup, and I think actually it's wearing better than I thought it would. At this point, my foundation has definitely gotten a little bit oily, but everything around my eyes has pretty much stayed intact. So I think my favorite products were the eyeliner pencil, the mascara, and the blush, and my least favorite products were the highlighter and the lipstick. Although a few of these products did work for me, something I would point out as a reason to not regularly buy makeup from Wish is that some of these products, and a fair amount of the products I saw on the site, are fake or like counterfeit versions descriptions of actual makeup products, and a lot of them either don't list the ingredients or list the same ingredients as the makeup they're counterfeiting, so you don't actually know what's inside of them. And unlike with other products from Wish, these like really interact with your skin, and you know, your skin is your largest organ, so you might want to be kind to it. Also, all of these products smell kind of weird. My face kind of smells like a Cracker Jack cake batter chlorine combo. And it's weird. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked that video, make sure to shmash that like button. And if you want to see more videos like this, make sure to shmash that subscribe button. A big shout out to GLG for watching. Thanks for watching, GLG, and I will see you guys next time.